Hi everyone, I am Caleb. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just using a new setup here with my mic that I have and the mic stand to just see what kind of things work to improve my commentary videos. Thank you very much for checking out my Eurovision semi-final and grand final commentaries. I really appreciate all the comments. I mean, that's the whole point of what I was doing. I wanted to really be part of the community, to also hear out different opinions and different perceptions of the performances, and also be exposed to a wider community and really people across the world. I think that's the really beautiful thing about YouTube and this competition being something so foreign to me, but I really feel that it's such a fun thing to be able to react to it and be part of the excitement of a competition that's so far away from me. My commentary today will be to do with Everglow, a fairly new girl group, I would say, and their latest comeback with First as their title track and Last Melody as the single album, their third single album. For those of you who are watching, who are Everglow fans, I believe you are called Forever. Or for those of you who are watching and are new to K-pop or do not know much about this girl group, they are a girl group under the label Yuehua Entertainment. They made their debut in 2019. During the same time of ITZY, G-Idol, and even Rocket Punch, another girl group that I reacted to not long ago. And this girl group is made up of 6 members: EU, Sihyun, Mia, Onda, Aisha, and Iren. And I've gotten into this girl group around their second single album, Hush, with the title track Adios. And I remember watching the music video and I was like, wow, so blown away by the talent and them doing the girl crush concept. I think out of all those girl groups in K-pop that do the girl crush concepts, I think they as a debut, or say a very new girl group at that point in time, I believe that the concept, the way it was being carried out, the vocals, the songwriting, I think the song itself, the hook, really drew me in. And the production is high quality, high budgeted. Yuehua Entertainment, if I'm not wrong, they are a Chinese multinational entertainment group and talent agency based in Beijing. So they have really, in terms of a big foothold in Chinese market, and in terms of music video production, is that like one of their big fortes. So definitely you can see even right from their debut, it's rare, even though Yuehua Entertainment is not part of the big three, the traditional big three being JYP, YG, and SM Entertainment, but their video quality, the budget, the production is top notch. Even for the stages where they perform at for music shows, the outfits also really, really high quality. So on that front, that's what also kind of draws me into the girl group. I feel like as a package, as a whole, they are really up there, high up, and I really love their B-side tracks for pretty much all their albums, be it single album or mini albums. I've always loved at least one of the B-side tracks, particularly because it's very Western pop sounding, and this could probably be attributed to the fact that there are some Western writers or producers on their tracks since their first single album. And it's always been the same few people that are doing it, so you typically can have like a sequel of a certain sound in the next album. So for example, for their Hush album, Everglow, they had this B-side track called Hush. And then for Reminiscence, they had the track No Lie, which I felt like was a kind of sequel to it, like a part 2 to it. And then in their later album, not sure how to pronounce it, it's in numbers, and they had No Good Reasons as the B-side track, and I felt that was like part of this lineage of, you know, songs in that same vibe on the album. So perhaps what I'm looking for in this album, hopefully there is, you know, a track that follows in lead with the same vibe. I really like that kind of sound. It's really chill. It's you should really go check it out if you haven't. You know, it's the very chill kind of song, and the hook is really I would say if you love Western pop, the hook will immediately catch you on the first listen. I am really looking forward to this new era from them. They updated their logo for this comeback. They took quite a while actually. La Di Da, which was off their previous album, the comeback, that was a mini album, and it was released at September last year. And yeah, so it's been quite a while hearing anything from them. At least from what I know, I don't think their previous album did as well as, you know, their preceding albums like Hush and Reminiscence, be it even though they were single albums or mini albums. So I really hope perhaps somehow they can turn it around. I'm not sure why it didn't really work out, but I think perhaps it's to do with the competition that they had during that comeback at that point in time, and also maybe the sound being retro. It was a gamble, you know, because they've been known prior to that, you know, with girl crush concepts, one after the other. And then so with that turn, it kind of like, I think it segments the audience a bit, and definitely you might still have some new fans. But out of all these new girl groups, there's so many new girl groups nowadays that, you know, it's hard to get your voice heard, especially if you're not part of the big three. But with them, I really hope this new comeback, they would bring in a new concept. I've seen the teaser, the trailers, the photo shoots. I'm really impressed with, you know, the quality of the whole rollout. You know, it's really they pay attention to the visuals even more this time around. I feel like they're trying to get each member to shine in their own way. I feel like a systemic problem that a lot of us and I felt, you know, was that one of the members, Onda, she really got really few lines in the songs, and it's really not attributed to, you know, her lack of the grasp of Korean language or anything. It's just been that way. And I think the outrageous one was being in Adios, where, you know, she literally just had "see you later" as her line. Dun Dun was a little bit better, but still it was like about a few lines. And La Di Da, okay, you know, could see her a bit more, could hear her a little bit more vocally. So I really hope with Last Melody they're gonna increase, at least balance out the distribution a bit more. Not sure why Yuehua Entertainment is always pitting Mia as like the, you know, getting the most parts of the song. I've yet to find like an actual reason for why they're doing that. Perhaps maybe they wanna eventually push her to go solo, and maybe that's the reason why they're so desperate on that front. But I just can't get behind as to why they would solely wanna focus so much on me. Yeah, like in terms of the line distribution and in terms of the staging. Most outrageous one for me was in Dun Dun, where at the end she gets a huge dance break all for herself, with the other girls being like seemingly the backup dancers. I'm just saying this as like, just pointing it out. I'm not hating on her, because ultimately they are still quite a young girl group, so I doubt that they have much control over the brand image, the group image, and especially when it comes down to the production of the songs, who gets the parts, all that. It also comes down to the producers, who makes the choice. Of course, there's the argument that perhaps the other members couldn't sing those parts as well, but clearly there are some songs where it's just repeated lines. For example, No Lie in their mini album Reminiscence. I think it's so outrageous how little the other girls get. Like, literally half, you could just take a big chunk of the repeated words, baby no lie, baby no lie, baby no lie, and give it to someone else, and it will balance it out straight away, no questions. So I feel like it's a really calculated choice on Yuehua's part, and I feel the fandom has been making more noise about it, especially in the Dun Dun era. La Di Da, I think it was good that we could see a lot more of the members shine, be it them singing the hook, be it them doing more rap lines. For example, Aisha, she had a bit of a rap style of a voice in that song. And then with Eren, I feel like she's one of those that people pay more attention to in the group, be it her as a visual or her singing capabilities. But I feel like a lot of times Yuehua does suppress her or limit what she sings, and I'm just hoping for a more even line distribution this time around with the songs, and I hope they do get their second win. They did get their first win with Adios in their Hush era, but I hope that they do manage to find their footing in the Korean market again, and go higher, maybe wins more awards and things like that. I feel like they've been out of the K-pop light for quite a while. I know two of their members, they get COVID-19 in December last year, but thankfully they are recovered. They've been tested negative, but I'm not sure whether this time period of which they did not have a comeback might affect their standing when they have this comeback. Also, people are saying that Yena from Ice One, since they have disbanded, they were predicting that she would join the group because conspiracy theory. There's a lot of, you can search it up online with a lot of videos where you can see, or at least we think that there's a spot that in their choreography that is meant for one more member and probably her, but seeing that this latest comeback there isn't. And also with Yuehua, they have just recently been auditioning and trying to find a new girl group as well. So who knows, maybe Yena's gonna go there, maybe Yena's gonna debut as a soloist. I'm not sure. I actually hope that she would be part of this girl group. Maybe take some of Mia's lines, balance out the line distribution of their previous songs more. But who knows what's to say in the future, because this comeback and Ice One's disbandment are quite close to each other. So if she was to enter the group, maybe the next comeback, and even if she isn't, I'm just hoping for the best for her. Let's see. We have 3 songs on this album titled Last Melody. The title track being First, the second track being Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and the third, Please Please. The songwriters and producers of this single album are largely people who have worked with them for the past few releases. So I wouldn't say I would expect the same sound, but I would expect high quality, the attention to detail in terms of the layering of vocals, and a catchy hook definitely for the title track. Without further ado, let's get into the music video. Ooh, this is giving me Taylor Swift Bad Blood vibes. the whole ethereal alien. Okay, another thing with the production value of Everglow's music videos, there's always like some storyline at play. Okay, the effects are the after effects of this MV is so much more improved. I feel like with the teaser for Last Melody, they really did hide a lot of what the song would be like. So I'm really shook. Oh, Aisha coming with the rap, yes, and Eren, yes. I love her vocals. Onda? Okay, no, Sion, okay. Yes, the hook. Okay, it seems like Mia's getting a lot of the lines. Is that Eren singing it now? Again, they don't fail on the having a catchy chorus and a catchy hook. I'm waiting for EU to appear. Okay, Aisha again. I love that they're giving her more rap lines. And EU. This time, although she didn't compose or write the lyrics for this song, but I'm glad to see her still shine in some way in her rap style. Oh no, it seems like Onda is only getting that short line before the build up, which is so this gives me Catch Me If You Can Ghost Generation, that music video look with this construction site at the background. While the lightning, the after effects is unreal. It's like Alexa's ZB label where they do this kind of after effects. The attention to detail is amazing. And also for their Ladida comeback, the CGI, the after effects was crazy. Honestly, if you want to hear my opinion, I don't like it that Mia's getting so much lines. I'm not hating on her. I just don't like that the line distribution. And again, they're disappointing me with Onda getting so few lines. I like the visuals. I feel like they have toned down on a bit on the in terms of the amount of production sets. Okay, Onda gets that line, this line, and she gets to be the center for the breakdown. That's okay, a bit redeeming. Although I wish that Mia got more lines like in La Di Da. She co-wrote the track too, so I still have issues with the line distribution. It's a catchy song. It's definitely gonna go into my playlist for sure, just like their previous title tracks. But what takes me off when I see the distribution is gonna be the really uneven thing, and the systemic problem remains. Like, why Onda is getting so few lines, and it's never really been answered. Actually, it's just been like, I think at this point most of the fandom, or like people like me who have these opinions, we kind of just take it as okay, this is what it is. But I mean, I'm not just asking for equal or even line distribution, but I genuinely want to hear more from her. Like, I think she has more to bring to the table than what we have heard so far from her. Other than that, I'm happy that Sihyun, she still has quite a bit of lines, especially in the build-up. With Eren, she has more than dun 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 dun, or goodbye, au revoir, adios. I'm glad she has a bit more lines. We can hear her more. I'm just hoping for more lines from the other girls. I feel like Mia is good. She's a good vocalist. She is talented, no doubt. But I want to hear more from the other girls. I really do. Well, now let's go listen to the other two songs on the album. I'm definitely sure that there will be attention to detail in terms of the tracks. They're gonna each shine in their own way. I hope there's like a sequel to No Good Reason, in that lineage of songs with that chill, a bit slower tempo style. So let's go first with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Okay, very retro. I still find it hard to discern the girls from each other in terms of the when they are singing together on the B-side tracks. It's very upbeat, you know, light-hearted sound. Oh, I love that chord progression. It adds that flair to the composition of the song. Because generally, if without that, I think it would just sound too repetitive. Because in terms of the melody line, it's pretty much the same for the chorus. I think what shines also is the verses. Okay, I like the hook, you know, the build up of the chorus. It's picking up in terms of the rhythm. It feels in the vein of Untouchable from their previous album, and I would say Untouchable is more catchy, at least on first listen, as compared to this. Yeah, but it's still a very well produced song, you know. You can hear multiple layers, ad-libs, harmonies, even with like sometimes they would have like a filtered kind of vocal at the back. Oh, I love that the guitar, the riffs that they're playing at the back. I wish the ad-libs could be put more at the forefront, especially they just had a high note, whoever was doing it. I wish it could have been louder. Okay, the outro. Yeah, whoever's doing the vocal runs, I need louder, you know. Yes, the chord progression. Next song with Please Please. Okay, it seems in the same vein as No Good Reason. What's more ballad sounding? Yeah, the chord progression is very ballad genre. Oh, I love that clap that comes in, you know. It sounds like a outro track that you will put on like a full-length album, you know. I certainly hope that they would do a full-length album soon. You know, I don't know why somehow they reverted back to doing a single album, because their past two albums have been mini albums. Yeah, it's a little bit in the vein of No Good Reason, but it's not as poppy as that, I would say. Or like it doesn't have like that much of a memorable chorus for me. But I like the soft vocals they're going for in these two B-side tracks this time around. Oh, whoever is singing the Please Please, it's not just singing the line, but you know they have different tones, like the falsetto and then back into the chest vocal. Yeah, I just wish there was like another track that either slapped as hard as their title, just like with their previous album they had Good Boy that slapped as hard as La Di Da, you know. So I was hoping for that, or either that or a No Good Reason kind of a track. But no doubt this is still good, right? Just not my vein of kind of music. But the vocal skills they utilize this time around, and then you know, as typically with this kind of ballads, they have key change for the last chorus. I wonder how if they were to perform any of their B-sides this time around, how it would be performed. You know, is it going to choreography? Is it going to just be them sitting on the chair? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, the image they project for the second and third track, is so different to the title track this time round. I mean, it's good that they have versatility in the album, but I feel it like as a body of work, I wouldn't say it fits as well as the previous albums did cohesively on their own in each album. Yeah, it really sounds like an outro track, like even with their last line, please don't say goodbye. Yeah. I don't particularly love the B-side tracks as much as I liked the previous ones from their previous albums, unfortunately. But I cannot deny that, there is good quality in that. There's effort in the vocal takes, the layering, the production is still up there. It's not disappointing me on that note. But I think either the songs need to grow on me more. Maybe Don't Ask, Don't Tell might be my favorite B-side for me. But as of now, only the title track would be something that I can foresee ending up in my playlist. Okay, so now we will head to the showcase stage, as how I would do all my reactions for K-pop music, and I'm hopefully to see high budgeted costumes as they always do. The choreography is probably like the music video. I realized actually this time around the music video is so there's so much of it that just is focused on the choreo and not really like just looks or like them singular solo shots like how they did in Dun Dun and Adios. Yeah, I'm okay. I maybe they kind of wound down on that end of the production in terms of giving more sets and maybe focus more on the After Effects and the CGI, or maybe it's because of COVID and they want to kind of be more efficient on the way they budget the comebacks. I'm not sure, but it's still nonetheless still a good music video. It's just I just was hoping that it would top what was previously done in their previous works, especially Dun Dun. I feel like was the most elaborate, the most like in terms of with CGI, with the sets that were given, the whole production value was way up there. But it's still good effort, no doubt, from them. Oh wow. Yeah, that's why I feel like the title track is so different from their B-sides this time around. Like they don't make really much sense together as an album. Oh, this screams Dun's break at the end for me. I'm not saying this to hate on Mia. I'm just saying it as like, I'm just questioning why Yuehua still wants to do that. This is nice. I like when they had that panning over to Aisha just now, and then Onda again. Yes, Shihyun. I mean the outfits are black. I was hoping maybe, of course they probably will wear the MV outfits later on in other music shows. But I feel like black for a song that is all about color. Maybe it's in contrast with the background, but it feels like they blend in with the dancers quite easily. I like the soaring vocals in their chorus. It's definitely a change up from Dun Dun and Adios having just a very EDM laden chorus. Yeah. I like EU's rapping. I just need her to do more. That vocal take that Mia did gives me the La Di Da, like her part in La Di Da kind of a vibe. Yes, I like the theatricalness of the choreography. Definitely they come up with like iconic parts within the choreography, especially in the choruses part. Yeah. The leaning back with the shoulders shaking movement. Definitely this comeback you can hear Aisha even more, so I'm happy with that. I think like Xion has been on the up and up since La Di Da. Okay, EU with the singing bit. I wish you could have taken that line from Mia, but okay, you know. Yes, Siren. I like when they give like a rotation within one single chorus with between different members taking the. I think for me, what would be iconic for this song is the dance break part at the end. Definitely with Honda and EU taking the center stage, and then Sihyun at the end. Wow, the power stance is unreal. Yeah, the staging is definitely lives up to, you know, your Everglow standard of, you know, expectation of what a staging would be. But like I said, for me the gripe is really to do with the line distribution. Of course it's easy to say, you know, just be happy for them, you know, let them do their thing, you know, all that. But I feel like as a viewer, I mean the whole point of listening to a girl group is to hear not just one person sing, right? You know, it's not that it has to be like totally equal among across the board, you know, but it's been already so many comebacks and it's systemically like the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm sure people have made noise about it, and you know, we do voice our opinions. I've seen other review channels also talking about the same thing, but it just somehow just seems to fall on deaf ears. I'm not sure whether this might do them in a bit. I feel like it has done them a bit of damage, at least for the Dun Dun era. Like, though it was, you know, a very smashing song, they had it did chart very high, you know, in Korea and even on the international chart. But I feel like what dampened the success was also with the line distribution. Nowadays, it's not just about listening to a song. We do pay attention to like whether how the welfare of each member in a certain group. And there's the sense of justice to, like, you know, we want to hear others more. We do not want to just focus on one person alone. I definitely hope, you know, they do well in this comeback. They're up against quite a bit of competition. I mean, BTS just dropped, you know, their latest song. It's probably big in Korea as well. Oh My Girl is still having their, you know, their rounds at the music shows. I believe NCT Dream is also doing so, and ITZY too. Their song is still iconic. You know, it brings in that strong energy that you would expect from Everglow. It's gonna be catchy. I think international audiences would pick it up. But in the sea of so many girl crush songs, where nowadays, you know, we pay attention not just to the song, but the whole package is the girl group, you know, how well do they gel together and all that. It might be lacking a bit, you know, it might be. That's pretty much my reaction to this song and album. I definitely would listen to First more in future. Thank you very much for watching my video. Do like, comment, subscribe if you like to, and if you have anything you want me to react to comment about, I'm really gladly, you know, open to anything. You can just let me know in the comments down below. I hope you have a good day and hope you appreciate my thoughts. You know, do share your thoughts. I really do not want to incite hate on anyone. I'm just saying this as my opinion. I like to hear out. You know, I'm coming to this with an open mind and with a mindset of having a discussion. So do let me know. You know, chat me up in the comments, and let's have a talk about this. Right? Let's. Maybe you have some additional information that I do not know about. I would gladly like to hear. So without further ado, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye.